Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live after a couple weeks off on Wednesday, April 6th. It's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and let me know when you're on. I'm going to pull, where did it go? I'm going to pull me up on my computer so that I can see comments. I did not have this set up right. Man, I got out of the habit. Anybody comment yet? Wow, thanks for sharing already, Cindy. Good morning. Hi, Marlene. Hi, Nancy. I'm so happy to see all of you. Thank you. I missed you guys too. It's been crazy around here. It's a little bit sad. You would think that I would be taking advantage of this time and be stamping, but I've hardly done any stamping at all. I've been feeling sort of consumed with our remodel, but it's looking really good. So we have, I'll just talk really quick. I won't spend a lot of time before I do my randomizer, but so we have new cabinets, new flooring, lots of painting. He just has to come back for touch-ups. We're waiting for, countertops just came in this week. And we're waiting for backsplash and then final electrical and final plumbing and final touch-up painting. So we're getting really close and it's looking amazing. Hi, Carrie. Are you visiting your sister in Texas? Is that who's there? Thanks for joining me even when you're on vacation or whatever you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to just get right into it and do my randomizer. I realize I talk a lot for people who just like to get going and start stamping. So I'm going to do my randomizer a second. So I have everybody loaded up, and so what I'm giving away this time is, I remembered to look it up, I made some ladybug projects. I don't know where my pen went though. Oh, there it is. Including chocolate for one of them. So I'm starting it right now. Deanna Edwards, woohoo! You're my first winner. Okay, and I'll see you next week. All right, unless she's on vacation. I don't remember. Doesn't seem like she's on yet, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm picking another name. I'm starting again. Oh, that's good. Enjoy your time with them, Carrie. And Marlene VanderZouwen, I think I owe you something else too, but I don't remember now. I have a list somewhere. Okay, hi Lenny, glad to see you here. Marlene. Okay, so I can be done with that, and I go back to my front page. Okay, so one more thing before I get started. Registration opened for our summer one-day crafting retreat, which is June 4. It starts at 10 a.m., goes to 10 p.m., or as much of that day as you, yes you are, congrats Marlene, as much of that day as you'd like to come enjoy it with us. You don't have to be there right at 10, and you can leave earlier than 10 at night. But anyway, so registration is open. So if you're on my mailing list, my email mailing list, you would have already gotten an invitation. But I found out I was doing something wrong when I was reading stuff, compliance things for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and I found out I'm not supposed to have a direct link on my blog to like a PayPal link or that sort of thing. So you either need to be on my mailing list, so you'll get the email, or need to join it, or I can send you the link or something once you ask me. So it's not just go to my blog and I mean, if you go there, then you'll be prompted at some point to sign up for my mailing list. So anyway, so check your inboxes. It would have gone Monday morning, 7:45. I got mine in the morning. I love it. One of my people, hi Sherry. It is so much fun. I know I saw you're signed up, Sherry, and so is Terry. Good morning. And Barbara and her, I realized I heard her wrong. It's her daughter and her sister. They're signed up already. I don't remember others. There's more, but anyway, I'll be there. Okay, so I said one more thing. I don't know how many one more things I'm going to be saying. Hi, Jamie. Okay, so I have to tell you this. There are things retiring all over the place right now because the new catalog, I was able to order catalogs on April 1. The new catalog will go live on May 3. So that means a bunch of stuff are going to be no longer available. And shockingly, it's mostly stamp sets that are gone already. So if you have something that you were looking for that's on the retired list, first of all, I have that on my blog somewhere. It's not up at the top anymore because I put the retreat information up at the top. But if you have something that you're looking for that you can't order online when you go to order, because it'll just say, some things will just say it's discontinued or whatever, I may still have it. Like I have, there's a bundle that I have that that I think I wanted to use my half off item, and I picked something fun. So anyway, if there's something that the computer is telling you you can't get, just ask me, because I might have new unopened sort of stuff that that I can sell off to you. So so anyway, so that's happening. And then the mini catalog still goes to the end of June, but since I have seen the new catalog already, I know what things are not going forward from the mini catalog. So one of those things is this stamp set, Flowing Flowers. It's so funny. I don't know how my mind works. So when I saw this stamp set, there's just a note, happy birthday, I like you, thank you, time for a happy dance, sending a card instead of a text, and the flowers. When I saw this stamp set, it was the first one that I'm like, I have to have that. And then I honestly have not used this until last night when I was starting to prepare my projects for today. I'm like, I have to use it because I already mounted it. It's not brand new. So I have to use it. It's so crazy how my mind works. I think I told you a couple weeks ago, the Easter Friends with the bunny, that was sort of an add-on quick, oh, I guess that's cute, I'm going to get it. And then it was the first thing that I used, and it was sort of an afterthought. It's crazy. Thanks for sharing, Penny. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to use Flowing Flowers. And I'm actually going to use several things that are, well, one thing I know is not retiring. It will be in the next catalog, but I'm using several things that are not retired. I said that wrong. I'm using several things that are retiring today, just to give you a heads up, to get it if you don't have it, or give you ideas if you do. So, okay, so I need to do my magic here. Haven't done it in 2 weeks. I need my magic wand. And then what? Oh, unbackwards you, and then upside down you. And then I tip you. Sorry. And then a little bit more. Man, I totally forgot what I had to do. It's been so long. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so where is in camera? All right, so I am going to start with a couple things. So this is Calypso Coral. And actually, I'm not going to do anything with this yet, but I'm going to be stamping with the color ink. So this is a piece of designer paper. This is from the All Together collection that had the Stampin' Blends that actually aren't, most of them are not going to be available until May now. They just sold out. They're so popular. But they'll be coming back, and they're in the next catalog. They're just not available right now. So this is all black and white designer paper, and I'm not pulling it out. I've showed it to you several times, but there are so many different designs in here. And I just decided that I wanted to do this one, and I don't know, it sort of makes me think of a fence kind of look. So I'm using this big flower with Calypso Coral, and I'm going to ink it up, and I'm actually going to stamp on this designer paper. So this designer, or this stamp set, is cool in that I'm not sure that it says on there, and I forgot the word suddenly. What's the word for those of you demonstrators that are on here? I completely forgot the word. What's the word for when you have all this detail and just because of the design of the set? Oh, I can't think of it. So there's definitely dark parts and lighter, and then even lighter parts that I didn't have to use 2 colors of ink. That's just 1 color, but it's showing distinctive. Thank you, Lisa Marie. I'm happy to see you on here. It's not labeled as such, but it's definitely that type of stamp set. So I just wanted to put this on the on this designer paper and sort of, I don't know, it looks like a fence or something. I wanted to do something different with this designer paper. So thank you, Carrie, appreciate it. Oh, I need to do one more. I forgot I had to do this because I already have one fussy cut, but I still want to stamp this one because eventually I'll have to fussy cut for my original sample. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stamp this on a piece of white, basic white, and I'm going to cut this out, and by the power of television, here it is. I hate doing fussy cutting on camera. It takes me so long. All right, so now I'm sort of going to build my card a little bit. For now, I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to make layers on here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to I'm sorry. I changed my design in the middle of everything, and then now I'm suddenly thinking through that that's not going to work exactly. Okay, so I need to attach this. Quick tip. I feel like I've mentioned this to you a little bit, but it's really come in handy, and I don't know, I'm not sure that I told you specifically enough. So if you know how this Stampin' Seal, it's hard to get started sometimes. If you're using this mat, the silicone craft sheet, it helps for it not to get stuck on the thing, but also it helps you if it is stuck. If you start on the mat and then go onto your cardstock, then you have it exactly where you need it. It starts it for you by going on there. So that is a very helpful thing. And I'm going to do this black trim here too. So end off and then start off also. Now I'm going to put this down. Oh, by the way, this is Petal Pink. I want a little bit of a border over here. And I need to see where to put this, because I cut them different sizes than what I originally did. Have you ever tried that, Lisa Marie? I think I did it on mistake one time, and I'm like, oh, that works good. And then I was reminded that I don't think that I've set it clearly or well or whatever. Sherry at her first workshop a week or two ago, she mentioned it, and I'm like, yes, that is an amazing tip, and it does work very well. So okay, so eventually I'm going to put this like this. Yes, it does. But first, I want to run it through the Big Boss with, this item is not retiring. I'm adding more to the fence look sort of thing. So this is the brick and mortar embossing folder. It is 3D. I need to line it up correctly here. I need to line up the last part of the embossing with the fold in the card. So it is 3D, so you definitely need this specialty plate unless you're going to do all sorts of shims, because it is too thick to go through with cutting mat, so you need this specialty plate. So I'm going to do this. It also will work with your old machines. Now, if you have older 3D embossing folders, sorry, I'm doing it off camera because it's too hard to get it under the camera. If you have old 3D embossing folders, the key to whether or not you need to use that shim or go with your normal sort of thing is, okay, here's my card base so far, is if the Sizzix name is here, that's an old folder. If the Sizzix name is not here and just Stampin' Up! Is here, that is the newer folder that's thicker, that you need no cutting mat, but you use this specialty plate, which is a number 4. I think in the catalog it's just called specialty plate. So anyway, all right. So I have my brick looking embossing here, and now I'm going to attach this to it. So I'm still gonna just do this, but I'm going to do 3 strips of this. I feel like it will stay down with enough adhesive. I don't need to use tear and tape for this one. Okay, so I have this here. I hope I spaced this right. Oh, I didn't space it right. Maybe I'll have to put on a different one. I guess I'll have to put it on this one, because that's too low. I should have slid it over. Okay, so I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of here. I found them. I didn't lose them. I always lose my dimensionals. Put them on here. So I want to pop this one up, and then I think this will fit here fairly well. I just wanted to add some interest to this, and I'm going to stamp a greeting to go on here. So I have my strip. Oh, I don't like that it's that high. I messed up my design. All right. So I'm going to stamp, thank you, Lenny. I'm going to stamp just a note on here, which is part of this stamp set. And I'm going off to the side a little bit. And I am going to use dimensionals on this too. Where? It's amazing just how quickly I can lose my dimensionals. It's ridiculous. I guess I shouldn't have said, oh, I didn't even lose them this time. Because instantly they're gone. Too funny. Okay. So taking these off here. And I want it to be off on both sides. I want it to be on the Calypso coral here, and I want it to be on the Calypso coral here. And then I'm going to use these elegant faceted gems, with which, if I remember correctly, this is one that I didn't double check, but it seems like this one is leaving. So I'm going to put a little petal pink one here. Got a hair in it. And then 2 of them down here. 1, 2. And there you go. That's it. Okay. So I'm done with that one. Okay, losing my dimensionals when I have 52. I so can relate to that, Lisa Marie. all the time I do it. It's ridiculous. Okay, so next one I'm gonna do, I'm still using the same stamp set, but I'm also using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Thank you, ladies. They are retiring. They're leaving, which I can't believe it. You know I love this, any stitched dies. They're amazing. And today I'm going to use this one. These are all different shapes. These 2 biggest ones are probably my favorite. I'm not sure if I ever used either of the other 2. But then also these are the stitched scalloped ones. But they're all part of Stitch So Sweetly. So I used this already to cut out a piece of basic white. And I'm going to use Bumblebee, which is a color that's retiring. All of the oldest in colors. So Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Cinnamon Cider. They're all retiring. So anything with them, whether it's embellishments, designer paper, which I'm actually using some designer paper, the ink pads, cardstock, all of that is retiring. So I'm using this other flower this time with Bumblebee. I'm going to get it off here just in case I stamp off, which I'm probably going to. This one didn't ink up as well. Okay, so here's my flower, and I'm going to, I love the saying, I like you. That's totally something that I would say. I say it to Todd all the time. So I have I like you on there. I just love that. Ooh, that's not showing up well yellow, is it? All right. So I'm going to set this aside for the moment. Okay, and I'm going to do, so these are from all of the designer paper stacks are retiring because they're coming out with new designs. So these are the oldest in colors. So there's the plaid, this circle-y dots, and then there's this one. Can you see this design? There's like flowers on it, sort of, or something. Anyway, so I'm using this. And so these are all the Bumblebee, and I'm going to put them on this mat of Saffron. I'm going monochromatic for the most part, but I wanted a different yellow. I didn't want it to all be Bumblebee. So just a sec, I got to figure out how I want every single design showing, so I'm trying to figure out which way that I want them. All right. So I'm going to flip them like that. Got those two ready. So I always share the measurements on my blog, so I'll put a link at the top of this this video when I'm done. Excuse me, but thanks for sharing, Jamie. But I think these this size is 1 1/8 by 1 7/8, I think is what it was. I was trying to come up with just the right size for the look that I wanted to get. I didn't get that very straight up there. That's better. Oh, yellow is not showing well today. Doesn't probably help that it's there. Is that better in the shadow a little bit? Doesn't help that it's really dark today. All right. So I have this ready, and I also used this ornamental flowers embossing folder. This is also 3D, and it is retiring. The brick and mortar is not, but this one is. So I just have this piece. I first tried to do the card base with this folder, but it was just too many flowers. So I made it a layer of it. So on, oh, I need to deal with this first. So this is gonna go on my card, and there's enough texture, no, not texture, there's enough flat surface on the back of this that it'll hold okay just with seal on here. And I am putting it on Bumblebee. But then with the next part, I'm going to use tear and tape because first of all, I'm using ribbon, and the ribbon always likes to make it lift, and so I need to help it a little bit. Okay, so on here, I can't believe, okay, so I was busy working on getting my taxes together for our tax preparer. We're using one for the first time this year. And I hadn't looked at everything. This black glittered ribbon is retiring. I can't even believe it. It makes me so sad. The white is staying, but I can't believe this is going. It makes me so sad. So you know I had to use this one. But my black and white gingham is staying. I know you know that I love that one too. Maybe more, well, definitely more than the black glittered, but black glitter was a go-to for me quite often. Okay, so I want this at the bottom of here. I'm gonna use my scissors. I know, me too, Lisa Marie. It's like the gingham just isn't, I mean, I love the gingham, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the black glittered, it just gives a little bit of fancy to it that the gingham doesn't. I feel like any gingham kind of takes, yes, it is one of my favorites too. The glitter just takes a little bit more fancy. Okay, so because my ribbon is on here, I'm using tear and tape because the ribbon always makes it want to lift up. So I take my tear and tape across the ribbon. And especially on our texture that we have going on. I'm just going to put some right here. Don't need the full length here. So tear and tape will be helpful for this. So Lisa Marie, how is your hand healing? I assume that's why you're watching me instead of doing your own stamping. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on here. So I like this. I don't often cover up most of my embossing. I usually want to show it, but it was just too much for here. But I liked the pretty little border that it made. Okay, then more dimensionals. You know that I don't skimp on dimensionals. This one's sort of a funny one. Thanks, Lisa Marie. I didn't really think that you watched, though. Okay, so we're pulling these off. And putting this right here. So again, with my measurements, I was trying to measure so that I was off onto my bumblebee on the sides, and that these didn't line right up with my So Saffrons. I'm just sort of picky sometimes. And there's my card. All right, hand is good. Get my stitches out tomorrow. Yay, cool. Okay, so I'm done stamping. I'm gonna pull you guys up and show you these cards hopefully better. Okay, upside down you, put you backwards again, and lift you. Sorry, just a sec. I try to do that nice and smooth, but it's never quite the way I want. You may have just planned my class for this week. Oh, yay! That makes me happy. Okay, so here, oh, that's way better lighting. Okay, so here is my, the last card that I made. I like you. And I'm sorry I don't do the insides. I always think of Cheryl when I suddenly realize that I didn't do anything inside. I just don't do it. Cheryl does not like naked insides. Where'd my other card go? Oh, here it is. All right. And here's this one. Okay, so what I would have preferred is doing this flower right here, but it was going to, oops, sorry, backwards. It was going to hang off too far over here, and that wasn't going to work. So, anyway. Thank you. I know, I always have naked insides. Do you too, Lisa Marie, or are you in Cheryl's camp that you have to stamp the inside? I don't do it. I mean, sometimes I'll stamp like happy birthday, and actually I'm in a swap every month that she says, please stamp something inside, and I really have to work hard to remember to do that, because sometimes I stamp happy birthday and sometimes I don't bother. People can stamp what they want inside. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you love them. Okay. Dates. So the end of this, no, May 2 is the last time that you can get anything that's retiring, if it's still available. And I will have catalogs soon. I don't think they've even shipped yet. Maybe they have, but I haven't paid attention. I don't have them yet, so I will let you know when I have them so that you can decorate the inside so it may not stamp. Yeah, I think she does layers inside even. She's a rock star. I just don't. Let's see. So I'll let you know when catalogs are here so that you can come get it. Imagine, I didn't even take a drink this whole time. Have you guys been thinking the whole time, drink something, you're so scratchy. Okay, so as far as I know, I will be on again next week. I told you how our progress is going. But Backsplash Tile is starting next week. And I honestly don't know how many days they'll be here. So it's starting Monday, assuming that they don't have a delay. Because I remember, I say that, nothing against them at all. That was not that purpose. But one of the days that they were working here to pull out and to put in the drywall, they helped pull out cabinets because Ken still wasn't up to, the cabinet person still wasn't up to doing all the work of tear out. So they helped with that. And then they had to put drywall back up where it was torn out stuff. But anyway, they had to be here an extra day because they were trying to finish my job before going back to what they were going to start another one. So I totally get that. So hopefully they'll be starting Monday, but if they don't start Monday, then I won't be here Wednesday. So I'll communicate what's going on. So thank you for joining me today, and thank you for your encouragement with loving what I do, because I love what I do. I have so much fun. So there was a specific reason. Oh, I know. So we have an event coming up. It's not until November, but it's coming up. Registration will be coming up in August. That as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can go to an event, and our team is getting excited for it, even though we don't have to register until August. So if you join my team, you can go on a road trip with us too. It was going to be in Indianapolis this year, is where we're going. And also you will get to order brand new colors right now if you sign up. I love the new colors. They're amazing. So, okay. I can't think of anything else to share right now. Let me know if you need an invitation to retreat, or check your inbox if you're already on my mailing list, and hopefully we will see you there. We've had lots of interest, and I'm honestly surprised we still have lots of spaces left. But I think they will be all gone. So get them while you can. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.